So this is genuinely my first ever Coins or Neato video. I'm so excited. I'm going to introduce what I'm going to spend a little time on to begin with and introduce myself a little bit. But I have a very special box sitting there, and I'll introduce myself real quick. Anyway, this is a pretty special box. Let me show you. I've actually stuffed this box with a few of the vintage coin rolls I'm going to be searching with everybody. So let's see what we might have. So like I said, this is a fairly special box. It has a nice little selection of some of the vintage bank rolls and coin rolls that I'll be searching with all you guys while you watch. And I give fantastic narration, and you learn endlessly. And I open rolls with my heart filled with joy. And so let's get to the first one. The first one is an eBay roll. It has a Indian head end and an Indian head end. And I remember this roll specifically because when I got it, I took a very close look at this guy. Come on, focus, baby. Close. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. It's trying to cooperate. Anyway, this is a 1909 absolutely stunning, beautiful penny. This Indian head, I'm guessing, if the other side isn't damaged, could actually be something like an MS-65. Notice the little tick in my throat when I say MS-65. Yeah, it could be an MS-65. Trying to get a real nice, the whole front looks to be that nice. It's just beautiful. Focus. I tell you, focus. Nice. You see that? It's stunning. And it has a slight purple rainbow, which we'll see when I take it out. The other side is kind of your more standard uncirculated, not uncirculated, more standard, just an Indian head. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see what that is. I actually haven't moved it out of the date. I do want to point out on this roll, although I've bought rolls from this person in the past, and I got some fabulous rolls from this person, including many years ago. I got a penny roll from him, which actually did have a gold coin in the middle. So even though this roll appears to be one of those kind of seated rolls, like it doesn't look really tight on this end doesn't look really tight either. I think these rolls have been bounced around, and the story still goes for many years that his mom worked in a bank and she also collected coins, so she actually saved many bank-rolled coins that she did herself at the bank, which is just a great story because I have gotten excellent rolls from this guy. And I actually believe it's genuine. We'll find out more details when I open it. There shouldn't be any different color underneath this wrap if you bake it or get it wet. That's something that people will do to fake you out. It would be a different color when I lifted that first layer of wrap, so we'll see when I open it. But this guy in the past has been very honest. The other thing is, too, this roll, although most rolls of pennies weigh around 135, 140 grams, on my scale this weighed 175 grams. So either there's extra coins in it, or knock on wood, I got another gold coin. but this is going to be a fun roll to open. Okay, so there's one little teaser. No spoilers yet. Here's the next one. This one, I stuffed a few rolls into them. They're from separate shipments with my notes on them. I weigh them, I check them out, inspect them, try to determine if they're authentic. We'll start with these two, because these two are almost certainly authentic rolls. They're beautiful, they're tight at the ends, rolled very machine wrapped tightly. By the way, those machines, for the people that actually want to spend time and try to fake people out on eBay, minimum $500 or $600, maybe $1,000 or more depending on the machine. You can buy a machine to do this, but there are many signs that those of us who claim to know things look for. So this was from a reputable seller. Again, it's a genuine Dunbar wrapper. It's wrapped tight. Everything's tight. Like I said, there's nothing about these that raises suspicion for me that they're recently wrapped. They're probably vintage from 70s, maybe 60s, although most people have reported all wheat scents and some Indian head scents in these, so we'll find out. Next one, this was, by the way, I'm going to be telling everyone the prices that I paid for these, but I'll give you a tip that I actually paid somewhere between a few dollars all the way up to $490 for the rolls I'm showing you. And there's more rolls coming in the mail that I just ordered. I have other rolls that I've been saving to search. I hope this is really a super fun channel for you to alleviate a little boredom and spark some new interest in a cool hobby for all the people stuck at home. I'm in a few high-risk groups, type 2 diabetes among other things, without giving away too much information, but I feel good. Thank you. I hope everyone else is too, and staying safe. So I'm taking the stay at home pretty seriously. I think most people are. I'm going to give everyone a lot of credit. So this one, as you can see, is a very cool buffalo nickel roll. That was also a good score on eBay. So let me get on to this other one here, behind the camera so I can get closer. So this one is also buffalo nickels. I'm really having issues with the focus today. Oh, there we go. So beautiful. See what I got there? So again, the first suspicion from a lot of experienced collectors would be that this is possibly a seeded roll. As you can see, the roll appears to be a little bit loose, but I suspect it's actually just been stored and switched places quite a bit, moved around. It can certainly loosen up the ends based on seller feedback, experience with the seller, and other things I'll talk about in the videos. Actually, I'm going to give you a lot of tips on how to avoid tricky sellers who don't get caught very much. But you can see this one actually has a V-nickel on both ends, and my hope is that there's more inside. I think that this is an authentic roll. I've seen actually people post versions of these. The wrapper is fairly bluish green, and people claim that there's no way these are real, but my experience has actually said different. But occasionally people do actually just have coins that aren't worth much to them, and they put together pretty nice rolls and get rid of them. I do that with some coins that aren't horrible, but coins that are fun, and I do them as giveaways with sometimes with my eBay auctions. So anyway, another nice score on eBay. I'll let you guys guess at the prices. So I've showed you 5 rolls so far, nickels and pennies, Indian head pennies. You can see that this looks like maybe it has extra pennies in it. I was mentioning it weighs more. We'll see. This roll, packaged a little differently. I like the good packaging. For those of you who might know what this is another roll that online, get the focus here. Online, I've seen people claim that there's no way these are real. I believe this is vintage. I don't believe that it was wrapped by a bank. It was wrapped maybe by a money transport service. Somewhere there might be information. The lines clearly show that it's been packaged and moved around for a long time. That's a hard thing to fake. You can do something similar by getting a roll wet and sort of gently rubbing it maybe on a towel or something else that's gentle to it. But this ink would probably smear also, and it would certainly cause wear on the paper. Again, if someone baked this to make it look old, like stick it in a 200-degree oven for half an hour, maybe an hour, the paper would be brittle. And clearly this paper is flexible, and it looks like the same color underneath, so I don't think it's been treated. So what's cool about this? A genuine surprise. We're going to find out together what's in this. This is a roll of mostly Morgan dollars. People have reported peace dollars also. This is a kind of a special roll for me because I tend to buy pennies, nickels, dimes, sometimes quarters, and I take a portion of the decent ones and I try to make my money back, so that this is a free hobby for me. I just enjoy it. For me, it's zen, relaxing. But again, this has 2 covered ends, very tight roll. Let me show you that again. There's nothing suspicious about this roll to me. Typically, the machine rolls in the early days would leave a tiny bit of flap, more than that, so that you could pull on it to open them. But this is almost identical on both sides, so it doesn't look like someone tried to jam the roll back together. I'm apologizing for the blurry video. That will happen less as we go along, and I will also become more hilarious and entertaining and informative. And give me your feedback. I want to know. We're going to have some fun, people.